Welcome back to Bulldog's Tool Shed. I am Bobby Bulldog and you're in my tool shed. So let's go. Today's project is going to be, we are going to be doing the valves on this sucker right here. This is a pressure washer, belongs to my son. At first, the compression, you can see it would not pull and he tore up the handle trying to pull it. Luckily, that's all that broke on it. A lot of times when these things locked up, you can fix it sometimes just by doing the valve adjustment. I know when he took this off before. Now this is my first time touching it. He had taken this off and told me about it and said that the exhaust valve wasn't lashed right. So I'm going to go ahead and try to do that for you guys. And we're going to go from there. Now I don't have a cameraman, so a lot of this is going to be just me and you, and we're going to try to do this the best we can. So I'm going to set this camera right there, and we're going to go ahead and start taking off the valve. All right, let's go. Let's get this show on the road. Get that. Usually I have some power tools, but I don't want to go in, and these were handy. Got them right here. And I'm old school. I'm not one of these newbies, so I know how to use hand tools still. So we're going to use these hand tools, and we're going to try and fix this system with that chair. Okay. All right, let's get this fixed. You guys can stand over here if you want while I take these off. We can at least try to talk. So what's on the agenda today? Oh, let's talk tacos. I was thinking I had some Taco Bell, as you can see, for lunch today. And I started thinking about the taco, and I'm like, did you know, at least from what I'm experiencing, the taco is the only food that makes you manipulate your body to ingest it. For example, when you eat a hamburger, you go in straight, don't have to do anything. A chicken leg, don't have to do nothing. Hot dog, but a taco, you have to turn your head and then eat it. Taco's like, what's up? Respect. If you're gonna eat me, I'm gonna tell you how to eat me. So I just thought that was curious. I can't think of another food that makes me reposition myself, in order to enjoy it. The taco. Who knew? All right, I'm down to the last bolt here on this valve cover. Now there's several ways of doing this, and we're not going to look for top, dead, zero, or center, and all that, compression stroke, exhaust stroke. All I'm going to do in adjusting these are, we're going to pull this until one of these valves is fully open and one's fully shut. So, and then we're going to do the opposite. So let's see here. All right, looks like the intake valve is fully closed. That means the exhaust valve is fully open. So now let's go ahead and let's can you guys see? Probably not, but let's go ahead and let's adjust this. Now for the exhaust valve, I think we are looking at a measurement of intake exhaust. We're going to put it at 0.005 inches here. So first thing we want to do, 0.005, okay, is we're going to need a wrench to undo this. Gotta find the wrench. There we go. There's that one. to find one for the big one down here. And there it is. All right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to loosen this. There we go. Break that. All right. Now you want to loosen this first one. All right, there we go. And now I said we're going to put this at what, 0.5. A little bit looser there. There. All right, now got that on. Next thing we're going to do is we have to hold this so it does not move on us. And then we're just going to tighten this one. Oops. I don't think that's the right size. Let's see. Will this one do it? Too small. Too big. I know these are metrics. Nope. I think I've got it, but we just don't want it to move. Oh, that's the right size. I just don't want it to move. So now I'm going to tighten this really tight. There you go. Now let's make sure we still have our clearance here. Didn't lose that. Bam. We're good there. Now, and then the next one, the intake, we want to be 3, 4. We're going to put the intake at 3. It's 4. 0, 3. Right there. Now we're going to put the intake at 3. First, got to pull it till this side closes all the way now. Yeah, it's opened again. Wow. It didn't go down far, huh? Cycle this through. Okay, I think that's all the way. And we're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to just open this, crack it, make sure that we have what we need over here. Okay. Get in there, sucker. That's a little loose there. Let's tighten it up just a bit. Slag, but that's good. I think that's going to do her. Now we want to hold this in place. Tighten this down. And there, folks, I think we have our valves adjusted. Now, let's go ahead and put this cover back on and we'll get her started and we'll see if that does anything. Alright, so I'm gonna turn you off till we get this started. Alright, y'all, looks like there's a little more to it than just adjusting that valve lashing. I think we're gonna have to go down into the engine and go into the compression mechanism there and check it out. So I've already removed the oil, and I have removed the engine off of its pedestal there. Say hello to Louie. He's my little bulldog. Hey, little bully. He's a little hot. I'm about to let him back in the house. But yeah, so we're going to just start from there. So let me take this Louie dog in the house, and we will go from there. Say hi, Louie. Hi, Louie. All right, so I've got the engine off of its pedestal. I did drain the oil out of it already. Next thing I want to do is I want to get this gas out, because I don't want it spilling all over the place as I turn this around. So let me go over here and get my little handy dandy gas pump so that we can take this gasoline right on out of the top of this engine here. So people can say a lot about Harbor Freight, but I tell you what, when it comes to stuff like this, these little pumps here, Harbor Freight's where it's at on these things. So I will not talk bad about Harbor Freight, or Hobo Freight as I've come to call it. Hobo Freight is good for me. We're just going to suck out all this gas. Okay, that's it. Sucking the bottom of the engine here, the tank. Oh, got a little more in there. All right. Set that aside there. Got the gasoline out. This little filter back in. I know I really don't like not having a cameraman here, but the next thing we want to do is we want to take off these right here. We want to take off these nuts right here. I hope it's not on the front, but I'm going to take these off anyway. I'm going to put y'all in this chair. Let's get you turned around here. Alright, so now you guys can see what y'all can see what I see. Now, let's see if we can take these off. I did go and get my power tool, because yes, I am old school, but I'm also old, so I enjoy using this. I put little Louie back in the house where he'll be nice and cool and can get some water. Now we're going to see here. Now let's see if we can get this off. I might need to take this key out. I don't think I have anything to... I will need to take that key out. There's the seal. You grab a screwdriver or something. Let's see if I can pry this key out of here. I know there's probably a tool for this, but guess what? I don't have it. And I need a pry bar. Pry this. No, that just comes right on up. Okay, so that's out. I don't need to take that key out at all. Let's see. Pry this open. Do I need to remove that seal? Oh God, I don't have another one to replace it with. There we go. Alright. All good. Oh, now look, you guys can see what I can see. Oh, hello. Turn around. No, where are you going? This camera. Okay, now should have timing marks. There's 1, 2. Let's see. And where is? There's my camshaft. Let's get you guys back up here. Now let's see what we're looking at here, alright? Alright. I think this thing is out of time. There's my little governor. There's that, and there's that. Gasket in there. Let's take this valve out. Let's take the maybe it'll make it easier. Okay. The gasket really needs to be, you probably need a new one of those, but I mean, it's working for now. It's just a valve cover gasket. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and let's loosen these up. We'll reset these when we get to it. Loosening these up right here, and then I get these loose. We'll see if we can get this crankshaft to turn any. It's not turning at all. At all. I'm a big West Side Story fan, so sometimes I'll sing songs, make up songs that go with West Side Story. Tonight, I'll be with you tonight. Alright, put this on, keep that screwed in. There we go. Now, we're going to move this. There. And as you can see here, that looks like it's fixed. So this swings out with centrifugal force. So stay in there. Stay. This crank case. We're going to put this back together. We want our timing mark, which is right there. Let me grab a rag so I can hold you and show you. So you're going to have, I don't know if you can see, you got a timing marker right there, and then you got another one right there. And what you want when you put this back together is you want those two timing marks to be touching each other. Alright? Or you know, relatively close to each other. Let's go ahead and see here. I don't see anything wrong with this. This looks like it's supposed to look. That turns. I don't see any. I do not see any shavings down here. I don't see any broken plastic teeth. So that's telling me this inside looks good. So we're just going to put this back. Let's just clean off some of this excess here, dirt that we got on it since we had it out. Lint-free cloth. Clean up everything. We'll have to get some more oil. I'm not reusing that oil. That's faux show. Alright, let's go ahead and put this back together. I'll kind of show you the timing after I get it in here. Now, if you look, you can see that we do, whoop, wrong way again. So I got the timing marks lined up. That's what we want. Alright, so now we're just going to let that loose, let it go, let it go. Now we can put this bottom back on. I didn't see any issues with that. I do see that this oil does not look right at all. And I don't think I have any oil in here for stroke oil. I may have to go find some, but I don't think I have any. But there's nothing on here that's telling me the compression on this sucker is bad. Looking at this seal, the main seal looks good. Man, everything's looking good here. So let's go ahead and get this back together. Okay. Now, we're going to relash these valves again. This time we will try it top dead center on the compression stroke. I know there's people out there, you did that all wrong. Well, we're going to try it that way. I didn't mean to go all the way down with that. Back. Let me go ahead and loosen that a little bit. Got on there a little tighter than I expected. I didn't know that thing put that on so tight. Let's see if we can dig it off. No, it sure cannot, can it? It sure can't. Well, let's get the other ones in. Maybe it can make a difference. I know there's a certain way to put these on. Fix Yamahas and everything else. I can figure it out. Bam, bam, bam. We're spitting something all over something. Something is a spitting something. All right, Bulldog in the house, Bobby Bulldog. going to throw those rods, those little lifters out of here, aren't we? Okay, now we have that. We don't have oil, but we don't need oil right now. We need to put these back down. And there's our valve. Ooh, something out there, huh? We're going to re-lash these suckers. Obviously, we're going to relash them. Okay. Alright, so let's find our upstroke here. I just need to find out where I put the cold soda from Taco Bell. Taco Bell. Alright. A little bit of attention on these so we can tell where we're at. Okay, remember, top dead center on compression stroke always comes after the intake is fully down and then rising back up. So the intake is open. I think that's top dead. I think that's it. There she is. And then on the, let's see, the intake we're going to do will be 5 on the intake. She's right here. Okay. Just do a tiny turn on it. Turn, make my tiny dance, dancing for me. That looks good to me. Let's go ahead and tighten that down. Tighten this down. We want to find out is if we got compression. We have not had compression on this engine, and the only thing I can think is that something had happened to it. Next one, we're going to put 7 on the exhaust. 7 thousandths. 6, 7, 5, and 7. Make sure we just have 1 in here. Sometimes these get 2, and we just need 1. Let's get 1 in here. Okay. Go back up there. That's good. I think that got her. That's the first time. Go, there's that, there's that. Now let's get this on so we can check our compression stroke. Compression. Is that French? Compression. Sounds like a croissant. Okay. Alright, bullies. Let's see if we did anything here. Because I didn't see anything wrong with that ARC there. Oh, it's not that one. Or ACR. What's that one? It has to be that one. Can't get my sockets correct. Yeah, that's that one. There we go. And we need to change this. Little peak. Little Pete. Go. Who's Pete? Here we go again. Okay. Look at that. Fast Uno. We got that in. Let's see if we got compression now. I just need a little bit of compression. I conquer thee. Still have no compression. Still have no compression. Where's my compression going? Where is my compression going? Alright, guys. Where is the compression going? Seal looks fine. Seal is in there. Yeah, seal's good. Seal's good. Seal's good. Not losing compression there. Where are we losing our compression now? Wait a minute here. The carburetor blowing it out. Close that. Find out why the carburetor. You know what? I think that Mr. Cody James, my son, I think he took this off. I do. And the reason I think that is because there's another carburetor sitting up there that he bought. I think he took this off. That is what I think. I do indeed. I think he took this off. And that is why we don't have. That's my fuel on. That's off. Choke. Choke. Let's see here. Something. Here. gasket back here looking like? Does he? There. There's not an O-ring in there. No O-ring. What? Oh, I see something here. Oh! Don't stand up too soon. Too quick. Let's see here. Let's move this. Yes, taking you off. Okay, let's see here. Does that one come with an O-ring? Because this one does not have an O-ring. That could be part of the issue. Does not. Does it? It does indeed. Where's the choke? Choke doesn't have an O-ring on there. That could be our issue, boys and girls. That could be our issue. Get up just a little bit. So, we don't have an O-ring inside here. And whether or not I need it, I don't know. The other one came with one. But we are losing a lot of air there. We do have a gasket. Don't know if that's enough though. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's tighten this down. I don't know where my compression is going unless I got a busted head gasket on here. That's something we'll have to figure out. I'm not going to do that today though, because I've got to go and get ready. I gotta go get ready for school. Let's see. I do think that has to be my governor there. Ever messed with that, so I don't think that's the issue. Put a spark plug back in there and see what we got. I know we don't have compression, but I do not have time to fix that today. We'll just have to do that another date here. But our valves have been lashed. We do have the proper valve lashing. I can get one of these things up and going. This boat behind me a lot easier than I can small engines. Oh, is it the same thing? It's just a little smaller. Oh, whatever. It's not the same. It's not the same. I'm gonna go ahead and remount this onto its shelf. Remount, you sir. I'm not putting those that pump back on it yet. I got for this pressure washer. Now he started a little business and pressure washing. That's why I bought this. And I don't think, since he used it commercially, I think he voided a warranty on it, to be honest. But we shall see. I mean, that's what the whole thing for doing it this way is. We like tearing things apart and putting things back together. Alright, we like learning how things work. And that is what we're doing. Alright? So we're just going to screw this in here. Bam. Get up there. Stick this next one in. And look at that. Looky there, boys and girls. Bulldog land. I'll take my stand. Get on there. Get on up down there. Yeah, I got a brother. He wouldn't even know what a screwdriver is. Me, I learned all this stuff in the Navy. And the biggest thing I've learned is how to fix things myself. And not because I'm cheap and trying to avoid the mechanic. I'm not. You know, I like the mechanic. I'm an AC guy. I don't like people fixing their own units themselves, so I get it. But I do it because I just like learning how things work. And that's why I'm doing what I do. Uh-oh. This side's going to be a little testy. It's going to... This side's going to want to show us who's boss here. Yeah, I'm the boss. And what? I may have to get the wrench. Get over here. These big old wheels making it. These big old wheels and these big old meaty claws making it where I can't get down in here to turn this thing on. We may have it boys and girls. We got it. There we go. Good job. Yeah, I think there's going to be a part 2 to this. Because we are losing compression somewhere. And I need to ask him what he's actually done to this. I think he may have messed with the carburetor. Oh no. Oh. Put it on the box and now it's stuck. Ah. Yeah. Now we can put it together. Not the box in. There. I think we're on there. I think we got her. It's just there. You might loosen all these up and get all of them in. Where they belong. Now we can put them all on. We're going to tighten these down. I have to get some more engine oil for this anyway. I will put a little gas in it and see if I get anything. Just since we were down there, we did mess around with the. I know that I'm not getting. Might have to put the. Spark plugs in. Sparky's in. I'm not putting that pump on there. That doesn't make a difference. This doesn't make a difference. cover on. I think it makes a difference. Oh, there's screws. Ooh. Might as well put this back together. I need a Phillips head screwdriver. Phillips head. They say that not all who wander are lost. Well, today, boys and girls, I am definitely lost. So, we're just going to screw this back down. Here, as so. The other one on here. What? I might want to put that back. I found it. That spark plug wire. Looks like it's wanting to lift up on this housing. And that's just not how it looks. It looks like this. You. Alright. Just put things back like you found them, and you don't have to worry about all this stuff. Well, you're right. You're right. I always think I got a better way, though. Always. Always, always, always think I got a better way. Alright, I think we got her. Well, we're going to say we got her, whether we do or not. We're going to get her back together. This in. Go. Some little escape artist here. Trying to get away. That's good. That's good. Now we're going to plug you up there. Damn, you're good, you're good. Take this. Stick it where it belongs. Boy, if it was this thing causing it to lose compression, I'm going to be huge. There's somebody outside. Go ahead and put this on. You know what? I went this far. Might as well do that too. Let's Let's put this on. On top here. Boy, if it was this thing, which I don't think it is, but if it were, let's put a little petrol in her, see how she's going to do. Once again, got our fuel tank. We got our fuel. We got our. Does that fit in there? No, that does not fit in there. Oh, we're not going that way with her. We'll go with this. Since I'm not taking that back off again, I'll just leave this fuel in here. Woo! Get on in there. I hate these new fuel cans. Why can't we just have the old fuel cans back? I think the EPA has ruined more things than they have made better. In fact, I think every government entity has made everything worse than it used to be. So I'm going to put in there for now. We can always add more. The reverse of a haircut. We can add more hair if they put too little, but we can always add more gas if we put too little in. Alright? Alright. Start. Closed. Open the fuel. Check, check. Feels like we still don't have compression, so somewhere, and I'm going to think the head gasket, until I know further, I'm going to say we've got a bad head gasket. So, but today we did adjust our valves. We took off, went into the, made sure it was in time, checked the little ACR mechanism. Everything looked good, like it was working. Everything looked really good. So I don't know why we're not running. Fuel valves right here. Choke. We just don't have. Backfire. And with that, boys and girls, we're going to call this a day. I've got other things to do. We'll come back out in the shop tomorrow, tear this down again, maybe look at the head gasket and see what's going on with it from there. But today has been an exhaustive day. Bulldog out. Next, I gotta change the oil in the cars. We'll probably do that this weekend. Alright, peace, love. Stay out of the doghouse, but you can always stay at Bulldog's house. Bulldog's tool shed house. Alright, talk to you guys later. Love you guys.